Hello everybody and welcome back to the K-Maps channel. This is Kay Kritiques, a segment where we discuss all things South African television. So if that's the type of content that you like, please do make sure that you subscribe, like and comment. Turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every single time a new video drops. Let us get into Adulting Season 1 Episode 5, titled Borrowed Time. I'm gonna get everything out of the way and then we can actually discuss the more important things, the meat and potatoes of the episode, which was Eric's storyline. Mpho and Zitulele are having a conversation and Uzitulele is actually apologizing to Mpho, like, I know that I'm not a great wife to you. I feel like I failed you as a wife. And Mpho reassures her that, no, you're doing a great job. We've spoken about this. So this is a topic that comes up regularly. And it's not because maybe she is failing as a wife. Mpho's actions and Mpho's constant whining makes her feel like she's not doing enough for him when she's doing quite a lot. And he reassures her that no, you're doing a good job, you're doing fine, there's no need to worry. Meanwhile, he knows that there's an issue in his marriage and the issue is not Zitulele, it's him and his infidelity. They're having this conversation and Zitulele gets a Instagram notification that somebody's following her and has liked all her pictures, and as we see, it is that girl from Sun City who is Mpho's side chick. Eric warns him, this girl is crazy. You need to nip this in the bud. You need to let go of this girl before she turns your life upside down. This is a psycho. Mpho actually confronts her like, why did you follow my wife on Instagram? My marriage is sacred. My wife and kids are off limits. Why are you doing this? And the girl's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was harmless. And actually ends up reminding Mpho that it's Zitulele's birthday the following day. He didn't even remember his own wife's birthday. Like, you've been together for a decade probably and you still don't know that it's your wife's birthday the following day. So if your side chick hadn't reminded you, you wouldn't have known. And then he has the audacity to give his wife his side chick's handbag that she bought for herself. I thought Mpho couldn't get any lower. And he just proved me wrong. Every single episode, he keeps getting worse and worse. Mpho, do better. Do better by your wife. So he throws a surprise birthday party for his wife per his side chick's suggestion. Everything goes well. Zitu's like, I'm gonna rock your world tonight. Thank you for this. The side chick calls. She's literally outside his house. So she is gonna be a psycho side chick. You know that movie with Beyonce and Idris Elba? It's giving obsessed. Vuyani and Beth are honestly the toxic couple of the century. The power dynamics between Vuyani and Beth are sickening. You know, I said in the previous episode review that Vuyani must make sure that this GTI is in his name. I already know it's not. Beth throws out an ultimatum that you mustn't have any women in that car and you mustn't be sleeping with anybody. Meanwhile, she was having an orgy with 2 men and throwing sex parties at her house just 2 episodes ago. Beth is really playing into the power that she has over Vuyani. She knows now that Vuyani is gonna be down for whatever. He's gonna forgive me for anything I can say or do whatever I want to him because he doesn't have anything and he solely relies on me. So now she realizes the power that she holds over him and she's exercising that power. Nobody deserves to be controlled and nobody deserves to have their freedom taken away from them, their freedom of choice, their freedom of expression, just because one person is the breadwinner or one person is the only person who's providing the money and the other person isn't providing monetary gains, but they are providing other things. It's sad, man, to see. You can literally see that Vuyani feels shackled. Beth isn't even going about it in a way of, we are monogamous, so I expect that you're not cheating on me because we are in a committed relationship. No, it's a thing of, don't make a fool out of me because I'm paying you all this money and I'm giving you all these cars and these gifts. You better not be out there sleeping with other women, even though I can sleep with other men and do what I want. Shame on you, Beth. Shame on you. Does Vuyani listen to the ultimatum? No. 2 seconds later, he has this girl in a car. She's a student. On the date, the girl is down for whatever. She's like, I just want to be with you. Let's go back to your place. Vuyani obviously can't take the girl to Beth's house. So he's like, no, they're painting. So the paint is wet and there's going to be fumes. I don't want you to get sick. Let's go to a hotel. As he's about to leave with the girl, Beth calls and is like, the geyser burst. There's water everywhere. When Vuyani gets home, Beth was lying. There was no geyser burst. She was just at home and she's like, can't I just miss you, having you around? Can't I just want you to come home and spend time with me? Why didn't you just communicate that? I want to spend time with you. Why lie and say the pipe burst? I don't get what type of mind game she's trying to play with him. Or maybe she's the one who hired the girl, or has somebody spying on him, or PI tailing him and knows his every move, because it was too coincidental that as he's about to leave with the girl, after they had this long and amazing date, all of a sudden she calls at that time. I feel like we're gonna find out that Beth was having him tailed. Vuyani, my brother, you need to leave this toxic situation. Like, nothing is worth this type of humiliation. Nothing is worth this type of toxicity. No amount of money is worth this. Then we have Bonga. Bonga and Ganyesi are taking it to the next step in their relationship. They are now officially dating. It is actually family official because Bonga went over to the brother's house for a bride. The brother asked, like, what are you doing with my sister? Are you guys together? What's going on? And he was like, I'm very serious about your sister. I love her and I want to be with her and we are together. We are in a relationship. The only person who's doubting this relationship is Vuyani. But we all know that Bonga and Vuyani are having beef right now. I feel like I preach this every single episode review and I keep repeating myself and I'm starting to sound like a broken record. But when it finally happens, I'm going to be able to say that I called it. You both are too hard-headed. You two are both dominant personalities. You guys don't mesh well together. I know you're never ever gonna submit to Ganyesi. She's a strong-willed woman. You're never ever gonna be able to tame her. And Bonga's like, listen here, I'm a changed man. It's not that I want to be submissive, but I am able to stand beside a strong woman. I'm able to allow her to have her spotlight, let her shine. But we soon see that words and actions don't match to Ganyesi's work function. As soon as they step in the door, she is led away from Bonga to these guys, and all of them, some of them are flirting with her, but most of them, they just talking about business. You can see he's getting annoyed. She's not paying any attention to him. She's working, she's networking. One of her colleagues actually comes up to him and says, I see you eyeing this girl. Trust me, you're never ever going to be able to get with her. She doesn't date. And you can see why. She's very popular. She's very career oriented. She's not a girlfriend. Bonga obviously feeling that pressure and obviously a little jealousy. As soon as they get home, he tries to exert his authority, show that he's the man and that he's dominant. He was like, I'm not like other men. I know how to chill and lay back. And he's trying, actually. He's trying, but at the end of the day, we all know that Bonga is a strong man. He's a strong character. And he thought she would just be like a doting wife or doting girlfriend. And I can't wait to see how that is explored, where they actually meet in the middle. That is going to be where these two clash, I feel. And last but not least, we have Eric. So this corrupt police officer who has been working with Eric comes up to him and says, you still owe me 150,000 rands and you need to pay up. Oh, you don't have 2 weeks. I have other people to pay and they're not like me. They're not as nice as me. Decides now to go back to hijacking. As he's hijacking a car, it turns out to be Cyril's car and Mumisa's in the car. And Natasha figures it out that it was Eric, goes to confront him. They have this conversation where Eric is asking Natasha, can I just see my child? I love my child. And Natasha is adamant and standing 10 toes down in her opinion that Eric will not be a good father for Ncumisa. What type of man are you going to be to her if you're already hijacking her at gunpoint? You're a criminal. You don't have the resources. You don't have the ability, financial ability, to provide her with a stable life because you do not have a stable job or a stable income that brings in money at a certain point in time. Just let her be. Leave her alone at least until matric. They go back and forth. Natasha ends up spilling the beans, and this hurt me so badly. My heart broke for Natasha in that moment. All this time, I was of the opinion, I'm going to speak for myself, I was of the opinion that Natasha is just a gold digger who's coined it with Cyril. But when she asked Eric this question, it made my heart break. She says to Eric, do you think it's fun for me to sleep with a man that I don't love? No, it's not. But I do it to secure my child's future. I'm doing it for my child. And the fact that she felt like the only way that she could provide a nice life for her child is to sleep with this man with money and provide them with that life that they could never get. Obviously, Cyril has connections. Ncumisa would probably be going to private schools with those extracurricular activities such as cricket and croquet, polo and horse riding. All those type of opportunities would have been open to her to explore because of Cyril. And in the heat of the moment, Eric kisses her. They end up having sex on top of her car. And Natasha's like, we can't do this, Eric. Stay away from us. Please, I'm begging you. On her way home, this guy comes out of nowhere from behind a corner with a gun and is like, hey, get out of the car, and carjacks her. She tries getting away, but she had the top of the car down, so she was very much so exposed. As she's trying to drive off and get away, the guy shoots her, and unfortunately she passes on. That was such a heart-wrenching moment. Natasha and Eric's conversation had sort of redeemed Natasha, and for her to then die and get killed off was heart-wrenching because we never actually got to see the side of Natasha that was sweet, the loving mother that she is. And seeing her in a different light, I only saw her in a different light for 5 seconds and then she was dead. But what I really loved is the brotherhood. They all rushed to just comfort Eric in that moment. They were there for him, and that's the brotherhood that we love to see. If the chemistry between the guys wasn't enough, that moment of solidarity when he needed them emotionally to be there for him, to be there for Ncumisa as well. You just found out that this person that you thought, okay, we have a turning point here, is now gone. You want to start going back to church. You want to do things right, which was really, really sad. Natasha's death rocked me more than I thought it would. Previous episodes, I didn't like her particularly because I felt like she was selfish. Rest in peace, Natasha. So yeah, guys, that was season 1 episode 5 of Adulting. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every single time I upload a new video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.